In the world we live in, some people think that they are better than other people. These people seem to believe that the world is split into different groups of people called races. Some of these groups believe they are more or less superior to other groups.
For example, the most common form of racism we can think of, day in, day out. Black people are called rude words and often hurt by their white counterparts. When this occurs, and a certain group of people are treated unfairly compared to the people who mistreat them, it is called racism. Racism is a form of discrimination.
Discrimination is where people or some people are treated badly or goodly based on a certain perceived feature of the person or those peoples. Racism is where people are treated badly or goodly based purely on race. Racism has been going on for years now, and it has influenced many events, such as the slave trade, which was when innocent Africans were taken by Europeans and forced to work in America as slaves. World War II, when the Nazis discriminated against Jewish people, and many others. The apartheid in South Africa, and of course the civil rights movements in the USA.
How would you define racism?
This is one way to divide from parang dinidivide niya yung mga ano natin, parang kultura natin. Kasi discrimination.
So name 3 feelings that you feel when you hear the word racism.
Pain, sorrow, hurt.
What do you think is the one way to stop racism?
Kinakabahan ako sa inyo. Parang discipline. Kasi parang equality na parang ano.
Thank you. How would you define racism?
Racism is ununited community.
Name 3 feelings that you feel when you hear the word racism.
Anger, fear, and
What do you think is the one way to stop racism? Thank you. How would you define racism?
Racism is the belief that some races of people are better than others, and it is also the act of underestimating other people's abilities.
Name 3 feelings that you feel when you hear the word racism.
Shock, surprise, and sadness.
What do you think is one way that could stop racism?
For me, one way to stop racism is to learn how to appreciate and put others first.
Thank you. How would you define racism?
Being biased in one race like white and black.
Name 3 feelings that you feel when you hear the word racism.
Anger, sadness, and
What do you think is the one way to stop racism?
proving a law that racism is illegal.
How would you define racism?
Para sa akin yung racism, ito yung parang nafe-feel nung isang race na may inferior sila. So there's an inferior.
Name 3 feelings that you feel when you hear the word racism.
Sad. Sad, inferior, and incomplete.
What do you think is the one way to stop racism?
One way to stop racism is to show, ipakita sa mga tao na we're all equal in the eyes of God, and yung pagiging black, pagiging white, it doesn't matter dahil pare-pares tayong tao.
Thank you.
Some of us may be black or white, Muslim, Asian, or a native. And that doesn't mean that we are bounded at all. To be honest, every race in this world is very vital. What if we only have white, only black, or one race that defines this world? It would be pale, lonely, and monochromatic.
But what if we have variety of races? The world would be vivid, colorful, and wonderful. We are just like crayons.
Every one of us may be of the same race, but we have different hues, different shades, and that makes the world colorful and boundless.
Because racism is a key factor and a bad factor in all of these events, people around the world are trying to get rid of it. Most people agree that racism is a bad thing and that people need to stand together against racism and everybody needs to be treated in the same good way. And this is called equality.